Good afternoon, my name is Aisha Hamid and today I am presenting on the topic Observer Design Pattern. Observer Design Pattern is a pattern in which an object maintains a list of its dependents. The dependents are called observers and it then notifies these observers automatically if any change occurs in the object, usually by calling one of the methods from observer interface. Now I will show you an application you made by using observer design pattern. So I have made an application which basically gives notification. For example, I have made an application for World Health Organization which will send notifications to hospitals for any update that the WHO will get. First of all, I would like to show you how the application works, then I'll explain its implementation. This is the first page and the World Health Organization app starts. After clicking on start, here I'll add any number of the hospitals that I want to add. For example, if I add 4 and then I click on add hospital, I'll get 4 hospitals, and here I'll type any notification that I want to send to these hospitals. For example, if I write coronavirus will increase in upcoming month, and then I'll send this notification, then each hospital will get this notification. Here the observer pattern is working like these hospitals are observers and World Health Organization acts as an observable. If any change occurs in World Health Organization class, WHO class, it will notify its observer classes, hospital 1, hospital 2 and hospital 3 and 4. This is how observer pattern is working, and if here I just type an empty message, the option pane through, it will show a dialog box showing me a message. That message is empty, and over here as well no numbers of hospitals were added. This is how the observer pattern is working. Now let me show you how it is implemented. This is the main class. Here I have written the main method of the first screen. I have copied it from here and pasted it here so that directly I can run the application from here. In first screen class, it's there's nothing as such. I have just set the title of the app, and here when I'll click on the start button, it will take me to the WHO class after clicking on the start button. In this WHO class, here I have an observer interface for hospital with an abstract method update news. The hospital class implements this observer interface, and the method update news is overridden over here. Here message received is this variable, is the name of this text field. This the text field message received will set text equal to the message that it will receive from when this method will be called from the observable class. In this class, WHO, here is a array list. It is simply a list which contains one or several zeros, one or several observers, and when the observed object calls its observer, it will iterate through this list to call each observer. Moving on, in this class, in this method of add hospital button, I've taken an integer hospital number and initialized it with 0, and I have taken string num, and hospital number will get text from here. Hospital number is this field. Here it is written, hospital number, and if the number is empty, then the field will then I'll get a dialog box with the message no number of hospitals were added. Here in this try catch block, the hospital number will be converted into integer, will get text in the integer form, and if no integer or some other thing is added, it will catch the exception. Then moving on towards this for loop, here whenever I'll click on the add hospital button, and after adding the number of hospitals, it will generate the interface of this in for example, if I add 2, it will give me 2 interface of hospital classes, and it will name it with the hospital, and for the 0 index it will give me 1, and for 1 index it will give me 2 hospital number, and here it will add the hospital. Simply I have passed the object of the hospital class in this method, add method, which will add the classes forms of hospital. Here moving on, in this JButton2 action, this is this button JButton2, and in this button I've taken a string message which is equal to message text dot get text. It will get the text from this field, which is message text, and if this message text is empty, it will show a dialog box with the message is empty, and over here, this is the main thing. Here when observable object, that is WHO, changes its state, then I will call this update news method from the hospital class, which I have overridden, and by calling this message method, it will notify all observers that observable, that is WHO, has changed its state, and all the observers will also change their state according to the observable. This is how my application is working, and now I would like to show you how the application works. I'll click on the start. I'll add, for example, 2 hospitals. These 2 hospitals are added. I'll give any notification. I'll write a notification, and I'll send this notification to the hospital 1 and hospital 2, and I can add some more notification, and I'll send this. That's how my application works. Thank you so much.